Hi there, guys. This is Sagittarius season. So, what I want you to do is look at these cards. And whilst you're looking at the cards, I'm going to give you an introduction as to what's coming in because there's cosmic key dates that you need to know about. The new moon was in Sagittarius, that was on the 1st of December. Um, but what we're going to do is talk about Mars retrograde as well, which is the 6th of December, which is also gone. But it's basically speaking about getting your mojo into a certain place in your life so you're able to be very directional with your energy and what you should be doing before the end of the year commences. Venus enters Aquarius as well. So Venus is the planet of love and pleasure also. So think about all things with regards to your creativity. What is it that you love? What is it that you'd like to do to be able to push yourself forward? On the same day, which is the 7th of December, we've got Neptune retrograde ending. So it's like dreams coming true with an easier Neptune being there as well, because Neptune is also about your intuitive abilities and the ideals of what you'd like to bring into your life. So I want you to think about everything and all things possible as well. We've got the full moon in Gemini on the 15th, which is speaking about your priorities and moving forward from the past and being honest about your future and also being productive in your power of now. And then on the 15th of December, we've got Mercury retrograde ending. And this is where the messenger of Mercury stations direct in time to put a rocket under any party season. So make the most of the fresh burst of energy that will be coming in as well, especially with Mercury retrograde ending, because this is when all stations go forward rather than things going backwards. With Mercury retrograde being still in effect until the 15th. And then we've got Capricorn season, and that is beginning on the 21st of December, which is speaking about your ambitious, reliable self, and also getting ourselves into a place of standing our goals into a firm, cemented place so we're able to move forward in our lives. So there's a lot of things going on. Also, on the 21st of December, we've also got the winter solstice coming in and a new moon on the 30th of December as well. The new moon will also be a black moon as well. So it will be a really powerful time for manifestation in our lives. But what we're doing right now is talking about what's going to be commencing in your life moving forward. So I want you to take a look at these cards. What are you appealed to? Is it number one, which is the spirit quartz? What about two, the pink agate star? And we've also got lepidolite, which is the purple heart. Okay. So pause the video if you want to, so you're able to actually pick which card you're going for. And what I'm going to do is go into wands first, okay? If you're attracted to more cards, you're more than welcome to watch as well, because it will help you have like an overall perspective of what's coming into your week or weeks ahead, okay? So let's get into this. We have got Memories of Atlantis. This is spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. Medical staff and healing. A prayer from the heart. Also, look up number fives as well. Look up number fours. Look up number fives as an angelic message, because there's probably a message there for you guys as well. We've got candle magic with number nine too. So look up number nines. That'll probably be a number that carries a message for you guys. Six is also like a message for you guys with cutting ties, expired, and discontinue use. Enjoy being yourself, and you'll feel no need to copy others. And a karmic relationships, resentments and triggers, perception, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. Okay. So let's get into what I'm getting here for you guys moving forward, pile ones. So there's some light coming into your life, I would definitely say, after you've had like an uphill struggle in your life. Previous this year might have been a hard one for you guys. I can definitely say that. With it being a hard year for you guys, you're probably wondering when the rewards are actually coming through for you guys, especially if there's been any fights and arguments with regards to family. This can also be in relationships. There could have been a competitive feeling and secrets with the high priestess being reversed. There could have been secrets in the family. Um, yeah, this competitive energy here might have brought some sort of tumultuous energy in your life, which may have had you feeling quite vulnerable in the past as well. Pile ones. So, what's coming into their week ahead? A wish fulfillment, an emotional wish fulfillment, and it could be to do with work as well. If it's not to do with that, it could be to do with a relationship that's coming through that's very grounded for you guys, especially with the King of Pentacles. Yeah, love. All aspects of love coming in here. Not only that, what you love to do. If you've been in some sort of competitive energy with anybody when it comes down to work, a wish fulfillment is going to be coming in for you guys, a wish being answered as well, and then brand new beginning also with the Ace of Wands. So it's about your creative inspirations coming in. You guys may need to make sure that you are tapping into these new beginnings that can manifest into your lives, and also thinking about all things to do with manifestation. So also what I want to say is that it's new opportunities and growth of coming away from tumultuous relationships that have caused a little bit of a ball ache in your life. I would definitely say that, but you will be feeling inspired moving forward, because if you've been looking for a sign, when it comes down to your life moving forward, it's a definite like yes for anything that you're trying to manifest in your life. You may be undercover, like you might not want people to know exactly what it is that you've achieved just at this moment in time. The only reason I know that is here. If you look at the Nine of Cups, he's actually sat by a curtained veil, and this is happening because he's trying to have an element of secrecy as to what he wants to manifest into his life. And this doesn't have to just connotate towards males, this could be towards my females as well that are watching this. Either way, you've got a strong manifesting quality and inspiration and spirit guides around you at this moment in time that are helping spur you guys forward. So that's something positive to be able to look forward to. Most definitely. I've got the King of Wands reversed, okay? So this is to do with manifestation as well. You guys need healing. What I would say is that you've probably not been in a space where you've been wanting to entertain actually going forward with getting some sort of healing or looking into some of the energies that you've felt in the past. You may have found that you've had somebody around you, whether it was a relationship or whether it's you yourself. You might have found that you've had some sort of aggressive goals, aggressive ways that you look at yourself, high expectation. You may also have this like energy within you that's wanting to develop quite fast, and because of this it's almost put you into a place where the elements of your life have started to feel a little bit stagnant, especially with the Knight of Pentacles being underneath the Magician here. So what I would say is that with you guys going through this growth and a new opportunity coming towards you in the week moving forward, you might want to embrace why you speak so negatively to yourself sometimes. At the same time, you may have somebody around you that's got poor leadership skills, and this person may need healing. that's around you. If it's not yourself and you don't identify with this, it's definitely somebody around you that you may feel and find has this energy about them that's not being very proactive towards them in their lives, and they may be around you telling you about these things that they've got going on in their lives. At the same time, you may be healing from something that's brought you a great element of emotional, this is like emotional melancholy, this is sadness. This is emotional sadness. It's feeling at a distance away from the things that you've ultimately wanted to manifest in your life moving forward. So I would definitely say that you guys are in a place as well where your emotions need to be healed as well. So it's the heart chakra. I'm also getting the sacral space of your body that needs healing as well, which is to do with your expression and how you choose to express yourself in the world. And to others and those around you. Um, I'd also say that you've got some sort of regrets or somebody around you. Like I said, with the King of Wands, that's a person who's got some sort of poor skills when it comes down to speaking how they feel, but emotionally, you will probably be able to feel them as well. Because this is about regret and failure and disappointment, and also having pessimism. So, you guys might be pessimistic as well about what you're able to manifest into your life. But I would definitely say that positivity is something that will help rein you forward. And also, like I said, please look into your health as well, because there may be something with your health where you feel like you're not getting anywhere when it comes down to speaking about your health. I don't know if there's anybody here as well that have gone through any sort of blood tests and stuff like that, because the results of that should be coming through, and the results of that should also be quite positive. But you have to have like a determined attitude when it comes down to all things to do with your health. You need to start being more proactive in starting this process when it comes down to healing your emotional state. And also practice forgiveness as well, because that's what I would definitely say. You might be stuck in the past and finding it very difficult to let go, because whole old wounds may be rearing their ugly head. You may have some sort of bitter memories that sometimes come into your mind. They may not be bitter, they may just be very sad memories as well, of thinking about good times that have passed, if I'm honest with you. So try your best to make sure that you are staying on top of your emotional cups, making sure that you do things that make your heart feel very happy, but also don't feel bad if you've had to cut off from anybody in your life that wasn't serving you. And on top of it, you may have found that you was with somebody that was very, very controlling as well. This person may be trying to pull on your heartstrings because they may be understanding now that they've currently failed you or failed you in the past. Yeah, I'm purging, so it could be definitely true, that one. um, I would definitely say that if somebody's trying to pull on your heartstrings to try to make sure that you are not divulging into the pity party of what they're going through, you need to stay focused and grounded when it comes down to earning your potential income in the coming weeks, especially because you're probably going to be finding that you're spending more than you're actually accumulating in the weeks ahead. It does make sense. It's because you're trying to make sure that you are compensating for Christmas coming up and stuff. And also remember, if you can't afford to do some of the things that you may have been able to do in previous years, previous celebrations, try not to be too hard on yourself, because that might be something that is happening here as well. I'd also say, if there is somebody that's trying to come back into your life and they're trying to pull on your heartstrings, they may use money to try to see if they can get back in to your good books, especially with the Two of Cups. So what I would definitely say is that it could be good for you to try to come to some sort of agreement if there are children involved with this person, and try to meet them somewhere in the middle, but try not to listen to their sob story too much, because you may find that with you listening to their sob story massively, it may put you in a predicament where you're feeling like they are getting away with more than what they should be getting away with, and therefore leaving all of the pressures onto your shoulders as well. Okay. With prayer from the heart, you guys have probably asked for something and tried to manifest it with all of your heart as well. So just remember, the power of prayer is actually incredible, and it can open an exchange of communication between the divine and yourself. And it will heal any challenges that you've had when it comes down to relationships. So make sure that when you're praying or when you're asking for things to manifest into your life, that you're doing it with a level of emotional balance. So make sure you're asking for things that are actually realistic, because you will start to find that things start to feel better when it comes down to anybody. Even if this is a father figure, it doesn't matter. It's a very masculine figure, but like I said, they may have been very controlling, and they may be using some of these emotional strings that they've got towards your heart and trying to pull on, tug on them as well. If you guys are facing any challenges in the weeks coming forward, you need to know that with you praying and making time for that prayer, that these manifestations will ultimately come into your life, especially if you guys have been suffering with any sorts of challenges moving forward. So let's get some more information about this. Yes, some of your challenges may be to do with mental health and feeling quite trapped. You may be somebody that's in your house, or in the place of where you live. You may be in a place where all of your discomforts to do with the heart are something that you keep within yourself. You may find that you wanting to stay introvert and stay indoors a hell of a lot more in the weeks coming forward. At the same time, though, when I bring up mental health, I want to bring up the fact that you may have been in some sort of relationship that wasn't entirely good for you. And because of you doing this, you may have placed yourself in a place where you're feeling a little bit defensive when it comes down to people speaking to you or trying to give you their thoughts and opinions. You may find that you're defending yourself a lot more than you've ever had to in the past before. This could come in within the next 7 to 6 days as well. And then when there is the Six of Pentacles underneath the bottom, you may be finding that it's like the help that you may have received before, you're finding difficult to be able to receive now. So it's almost like you feel like your abundance is on the back burner. And this is the reason why you may feel a little bit trapped. You may feel like it's hard for you to come out of the situations that you feel like are impending in your life. But what I want to say is, all of these swords that are surrounding this person are all swords of lies. They're all things that have been said to you in the past by somebody that may have been like a caregiver to you, or somebody that you was in a relationship with. But this person has said things to try to make you feel like you can't grow. Okay. So just remember, you're not trapped. You can actually alleviate yourself, because you may be feeling a little bit like you can't see what's coming into the future. You can't see where you're going to get a bit of a let up. You can't see where the universe is going to start to be more kinder towards you. But just remember, when the universe is working to conspire to help you in your life, sometimes it can feel like you're going through a bit of a dark night of a soul before you get to the place where you feel like you are being alleviated of some of these things in your life. You may find that the household is making you feel a little bit trapped as well, because you may find that you're having to spend money left, right, and centre to be able to keep the house growing. And therefore, this may put you in a place where you're judging yourself pretty harshly. This could be another reason why you need to remember that the universe is trying to help alleviate this and trying to stop you from being in such an energy of judging yourself, therefore also trying to alleviate you from people in your life that are trying to judge you massively in the weeks moving ahead. You may find with the Emperor energy being here as well that it's a person in your life that was holding some sort of father figure energy. If it's not a father figure, it could be a previous partner in your life that was very stern, cold, quite logical as well. And this may be the reason why sometimes you find it hard to be able to alleviate yourself of the judgments, because it's almost like you can hear this person in your head and what they would say. At the same time, if you're having to communicate with this person, they may be putting their ideals and what they see things should be like into your head, which can make you feel a little bit held back, like you're not getting anywhere, if that makes sense. So don't allow people and their perceptions to be over your body, because you've definitely meanings. Words are spells. I remember my friend always saying to me that your word is your wand. And just remember, the way you speak to yourself, you can alleviate yourself away from some of these stern energies. At the same time, if you don't have a partner in your life, this could be you being very stern upon yourself. At the same time, adding to this, you may be a little bit stubborn as well. Okay. So just remember that you can alleviate yourself out of these frequencies. You don't have to be held by some of the things that have been holding you back in your life. Okay. Let's go towards your intentions here, because this is intentions and prayer again. So speaking your breath into its velvet, reciting along the spine all that you desire and all which is and will unravel. Okay. So like I said, you guys are definitely in a place where you are in manifestation mold manifestation mode. Okay. But you've got to carry your intentions with good spirits and a high hope for the future, and that's how you will find that your manifestations come into play. If you're not a person that dabbles in magic, you may be finding that you are around some friends of like minds, and you are okay and able to be able to speak how you're feeling as well. But you may sometimes sit on the fence when it comes down to um, allowing yourself to speak to other people about how you feel. As I've said before, you may be in this position where you are not able to understand what's coming into the future. The only reason I can see that is because the eyes are covered on both cards, which is like this fear-based thought in your life of making you fear lack. It's having a lack mentality rather than an abundant mentality, which will always not serve you very well. I would definitely say that a good piece of advice for you guys from me is that when the universe is speaking to you, and when you are speaking to the universe isn't really that intelligent to know that you are speaking negative things or positive things. The universe only answers what you are asking of it. So it's like if I was just pretend going for my driving test and I kept saying to myself, I think I'm going to fail it. I think I'm going to fail it. I think I'm going to fail it. Then I'm actually manifesting the fact that I will fail it. If I am telling myself in my mind, I know for a fact I'm going to pass my test. I know I'm going to pass my test. It's already mine. You'll notice that that is what manifests, because the universe will listen to what you are thinking about yourself and what you're thinking about your situation moving forward. So, like I said, come out of the lack mentality, because with the Four of Cups, this is definitely a person that has like a lack mentality and finds it difficult sometimes to look at the positivity in their lives and what could be coming into your life. Okay. I'd say that meditation would be a great thing as well. And you need to reevaluate how you are speaking to yourself. At the same time, you may need to reevaluate some sort of relationship in your life, whether this is a friend, a work acquaintance, a love relationship, or a family member. Somebody's not speaking life into you. Therefore, you are not speaking life into yourself. So sometimes people are very instrumental to why we can feel certain things in our lives, and ultimately that forms us to be in a detriment and a lack mentality moving forward. So I would definitely say to try to think about the future and what you would like to happen in your future moving forward, rather than sitting on the fence and thinking, oh, things will get better in weeks. If this has been your situation for months, then you already know what's coming into the months ahead of you if you stay around this particular person. Okay, so try to remember that. This is sleepless nights as well. All of this is to do with mental health, if I'm honest with you. And look at this, the 10 of Swords too. So you guys couldn't be going through more of a tough time, if I'm honest with you. Especially in the week or the weeks coming ahead, you may be finding that everything feels like it's a bit of a nightmare. You may be in a position as well where you're having to close your emotional cup moving forward, because you may have been a little bit too empathetic, a little bit too emotionally available for people and things in your life. I keep hearing something to do with lending money as well, and that money not returning to you guys. So if you have lent money out to other people, just be aware that you may find a little bit of a nightmare trying to actually get this back. With the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups is signifying an anxiety, a worry, a fear, depression, nightmares. You may be finding that you're going through these different things in your life, and it's probably in the sleep state as well. And this is the reason why, in the sleep state and in the waking state, it's time for a change here, because I don't think that you guys could take any more if you actually tried, especially because of it being like a painful ending with the 10 of Swords. It's deep wounds and betrayals and loss and feeling like you are in crisis ones. So I'd definitely send you a massive hug, coming from me to you, because it may be very difficult for you guys to be able to cut the ties from people and things that don't serve you anymore. But I would definitely say that this is what's stopping you from being able to alleviate yourself and fly forward in your life. This is what's causing you a lot of conflict in your life. And especially with it coming up to the Christmas period, it's not really the period of time when you'd want to be going through these types of things. Right, so this can be speaking about some form of magic here with the Page of Pentacles, okay? So either somebody has done magic when it comes down to you, or you've been thinking about doing some sort of little spell or getting somebody to do you a spell to help manifest more abundance in your life. You may find that it's difficult for you to look forward in a positive light, and that might be the reason you're looking into that. But what I will say is, once you've cut ties with things that no longer serve you, you will get a financial opportunity that comes into your life. And if you are also thinking about skill development, educating yourself further in the field that you are interested in or wanting to manifest more into your life, this is the perfect time for you guys to be able to do it. I'd say in 5 days' time that's something that will become very apparent to you guys. So keep an eye out for that time frame as well. Yeah, the High Priestess, like this is for people that are quite spiritual, also highly intuitive, because I think your intuition has been trying to come through very quickly to you guys. You might have found that your thoughts are very speedy, but when you were going through such a tumultuous time and finding it difficult when it comes down to things that are happening in your life, your intuition is normally something that comes in very strongly and tries to steer you in the right direction, because up in spirit they can see when things are going to a place where it's not going to be beneficial to your growth and development as a person. So I would definitely say start to cut the ties from things that are bringing in any of these energies that I've just spoken about, because this is something that's very pivotal to your growth moving forward. Wow, the devil here. Okay, so this is some sort of toxic, narcissistic relationship that you may have been involved in or you may be attached to. This can also be speaking about alcohol and drugs, and being put into a place where you're feeling quite tempted to go down that route. Or this is the person that's around you or was around you that's tempted to go down this route. either way, you may find that you feel a little bit bound to this person in some way, shape, or form. And I would definitely say that this is where a breaking of the attachments here may be needed. If you guys have already broken attachments from this person, then this person has done some form of magic to make sure you are still attached to them in some way, shape, or form. You will know this because your life is going through, well, will be, if it hasn't already, going through setback after setback after setback. And this may have you in a position where you're looking at other people and your peers and thinking to yourself, well, how is it that they've got so far in their life, but I feel like I'm on a back burner? Why does it feel like the universe is not listening to me, but is listening to other people's manifestations? Everyone around me is happy, but I'm not. That type of mentality. This is something about you being brought into your own authenticity. But before you can get to a joyful place in your life, you need to cut ties from things that are holding you back, because there's definitely something that's trying to bind you to something that's not particularly light when it comes down to your life. You may find as well that you've been in a position where you're always trying to help this person, especially when it comes down to the strength card, because this is speaking about you needing to get on top of your like egotistical thoughts, not meaning that you have a big ego, meaning that there's something within your mind sometimes that will try to drag you down. But like I said, it could be a person that's in your life as well. You may have children with this person. This might be the reason why you feel slightly bound to this person. As we can see, we've got the 8 here and we've got the 8 above the head here. This is the infinity sign, okay? Speaking about the ups and downs of life, and also the manifestation of you stepping forward and putting yourself first, because you've done a lot of work to bring yourself to this place, but it does feel like you're in a little bit of a setback energy rather than all stations going ahead. It could be to do with the retrograde being there as well. You may find that your speech is a little bit all over the place as well. This is because of the retrograde, so I'd give it till the 15th of December and you definitely will find that everything starts to move forward for you guys. But I think that you're going to have to take an active and proactive approach in cutting off and discontinuing some of these people's utilization of your energy, because it feels like energy vampires, if I'm honest with you, are people that get a lot of inspiration and positivity from you, but they don't give you that feeling back, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, sometimes these people are placed into our lives so we can differentiate the difference between a good vibrational person and a vibrational person that is not so good for us particularly. They might be great for other people, but there's something here that's very toxic, okay? Yeah, you guys, I'd say by the end of the week, you will feel triumphant if you take control of who it is that is taking this energy away from you. You may find, yes, see, the King of Swords, it's needing to basically bring the truth to the surface with the Ace of Swords. Start, what's under this one? Yeah, from the Ten of Swords. So it's like anybody that's been bringing you this betraying energy in your life, this is asking you to come through with some truths. Speak your truths. Turn the karmic wheel around in your life and stand up for yourself. You have this coven of people, and it doesn't mean that you've got like witchcraft around you or anything like that, meaning that you're a witch, or oh, you might be a witch. Either way, you've got a group of people around you that have been through this before in some way, shape, or form, and they are willing for you to go forward. Hence, all of these people here trying to cheerlead you forward. You just need to place yourself in a position of knowing that you are ultimately deserving of being able to put yourself first. and you don't deserve the way that you speak to yourself. You don't deserve the way that you're treated at work, if that's what it is. You don't deserve the way that you're being treated when it comes down to work, or family situations. So put yourself first, I would say, this week moving forward, and make sure that you make a conscious effort to do that. And that's how you will find that a lot of things come into your life that is helpful for you, not a hindrance moving forward, pile ones. That is a lot of cards. I'll still read them to you guys though. You have people from higher realms protecting you. So just remember that in case you're ever feeling slightly vulnerable within yourself. Don't let your anger control your mind. Like I said, something here going on with the mind, a serious commitment. So it might be somebody around you that you contemplated it being a serious commitment with. Jealous of you and your essence. That could be your friends, family, a lover that's jealous of what you bring to the table. Time to open your heart with cacao. So look up all of the health benefits for cacao, because it's not only good nutritionally, it's also good and great for the heart chakra. I keep thinking about you. So somebody, like I said, is going to be playing on your heartstrings. I'm stuck in the past. What do I fear about my future, and what am I running from? So these are journal prompts that you might want to be writing to yourself as well. Your body is out of sync, which I picked up with the healing card as well. I also picked up about being stuck in the past. Is this you? Is this somebody around you? Let me know in the comment section. How do you give your power away? Who springs to mind when you think about your power being taken away from you? So this would be the energy vampires that you've had around you in some way. The mother dislikes you, so you may find that there's an elder in the family or in your partner's family that you've got some sort of area of contention with. They get others to watch and observe you. So have you got anybody watching you on your accounts that you don't know? Or have you got anybody snooping on your stuff that you're not used to them really snooping on your things? There's a reason behind all of this happening. How can you give back to your community? At this moment in time, I would definitely say that yes, you wanting to give back to people, but I would definitely advise that you fill your own cup before you go out there helping other people. Make sure that your charity starts at home for this moment and time being, especially because of what I can feel is going on here. I wish I had your balls. This will probably be your friends around you that are spurring you on to moving forward in your life. And lastly, you've got something special is coming as well, pile ones. Let's see. To me, that's a beautiful tonic as well, especially when you've gone through all of this stuff in your life, or in the weeks previous to you looking at this reading. Let's see what star signs are relevant. What star signs are relevant for ones moving forward? What star signs are relevant for ones moving forward? We've got Libra straight away. What star signs have we got moving forward? We've got Gemini as well. Feel sorry for you guys because it feels like there's a lot going on, man. Definitely just hang in there though, because you will go far. But yeah, we've got Libra and we've got Gemini. We've also got Virgo there as well. And we've also got Mars there. And Mars comes under the star sign of Aries, but it's also action orientated. And then we've got one last card as well, which is Sagittarius, which we are in Sagittarius season. We've got all of the earth signs on the bottom of the deck as well. So I hope that this has been helpful for you all. Let me know how you guys are doing, because this has been a little bit of a tough deck, a tough reading for you guys. I'd definitely say so. It's like things have been super hard for you guys, but if you just persevere, and also take the support of the people around you, your loved ones around you, the people that care about how you are, mentally and emotionally, you will find that you come into a place in your life where you feel a lot better. It's just that at this moment in time, you may find that things feel a little bit stagnant. So I'm hoping that this reading brings you a little bit of clarity to be able to move forward, pile ones, because you definitely deserve it. And I would say that this week moving forward, that positivity does become something that's in your grasp. It's just that you're going to have to be truthful with yourself and with those around you, especially with regards to people that are holding you back in your life and not helping you, but hindering you. So I hope that's been helpful for you guys. I'm sending you buckets of love. Let's move into twos. So with twos, we have got the star here with the agate, and the pink usually comes in as well when this is all concerns to do with your heart, the gentleness of your heart, and also being gentle with yourself moving forward as well, for my pile twos. We'll go into your cards in a moment. I'm just having a drink. We'll go into your cards. We'll see what's going on, what's coming into your energy, and we'll get you some guidance moving forward as well. So first of all, Sword of Light, divine protection, cords cut, a breakthrough energy. Labyrinth, a journey. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance, pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. You guys have got somebody up in the spiritual realm that's working hard to help you with a heart versus head decision that you've got to make in your life. I can say that straight away. Wedding rings, right? So this might have been a person who's up in spirit that you was divinely connected towards. It may be a family member as well, or you may have considered this person who you was in a relationship with in a divine way as well. This could be to do with a relationship where you've got somebody up above that loves and protects you, and they're trying to help you when it comes down to an energy of a relationship that you're actually currently in as well. Crystals and herbs. It says, oh, what medicine, what sacredness to behold, a dash of healing straight from mother's home. Okay. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher. Aspire to inspire. Mama's boy. Her opinion is the most important. Places mother above everybody else. Okay. Right, let's dig into this. All right. So, first of all, there's Archangel Michael around you guys. Also, I would definitely say, but what I want to definitely strongly say is that there's somebody in your life that you was close to, very close to. This is very close, okay, to the point where you considered them to be a part of your root chakra, which is the most stable form of relationship that there possibly could be. This could be with regards to like a family member, it could be an ex-partner. Regardless of that, this person is working very hard from the spiritual realm to keep you protected, keep you in a place of feeling good within yourself, spurring you on, trying to help you to see the light in your life. You may have found that this person had like a very close relationship towards you. Let's see what they're saying here. Oh wow, yeah, the King of Pentacles. This is a very stable. I'm speaking about a person from spirit here as well, okay? So if you guys are not like driven towards this reading, or you don't know anybody that's up in spirit that you was very very close to that have passed on, this isn't your reading. You're gonna need to pick another card, okay? But this is quite a specific reading for specific people, so you will be relating to it or you won't be relating to it. If you are relating to it, stick around. If you're not relating to it, then it's probably a different deck that you guys need to watch, or maybe next week you've got some different messages if you want attracted to any of the cards. Like I said, my readings are very clear towards specific people, so I'm going to continue, okay? this would have been a person that was very, very stable, a person that liked, I'm feeling emotional as well as I'm saying this. So you might have found that this person created an element of stability for you and the people around you as well. This person will have been very gentle, quite grounded in the way that they looked at things. Also, though, fixed in their ways sometimes, very stern in the way that they look at things, sometimes a little bit stubborn. They may have found it a little bit difficult growing up in their own family, and this may have been the reason why this person was the way that they were. But for you, soft. They were very soft, would have done and given you anything. And that's because you gave them an element of stability in their life and probably showed them that element of stability like no other. So this could be a person who's like a grandfather. It could be a person that's passed away who was your partner, who was your husband, like somebody who you loved and cared about and cherished massively in your life. This person is okay. That's what you need to know. I'm feeling emotional again. I keep getting choked up in my bloody throat every 2 minutes. This could also be a grandmother or a mother energy that's up in spirit that is trying to let you know that they are actually okay. They're in the abundant part of the realm. So I always say when a person passes away, they either accept that they're passing away or they don't accept it. If they don't accept it, they tend to be floating around here trying to make sure that everybody's okay. If they've accepted that they've passed away, then they go to like this divine light, which would be here, okay? As you can see, there's a divine light behind this person. So they would have accepted that they were passing away and gone to a certain place where they are in a very, very high frequency. And this is the reason why they can help you from the spiritual realm. You may find yourself that you've spoken to this person numerous times. You've tried to attempt to speak to this person numerous times, but you may find that sometimes that you feel a little bit confused if it's your waking state anyway. You know, not if you're asleep. If you're asleep, you probably see this person in your dreams, or you're hoping to see this person in your dreams. If you can't see them in your dreams at this moment in time, you need healing because your heart may have still found it difficult to accept that they're not around anymore, and that might be a bitter pill for you to swallow sometimes. So what I would say is that this person is trying to communicate with you whilst you're walking around day to day, and you may wonder why you've been doing certain things intuitively. This is because this person has been directing you moving forward when it comes down to your life and your living arrangements and your home and your stability, maybe even with relationships that you're currently in your life as well. We've got the Hermit card here as well, so you may be somebody that's quite solitary. You may also find that this person was quite solitary, but you was a massive light in their life. You're probably still grieving this person in some way, shape, or form with the Three of Swords, finding that there's so much grief in your heart that if you even think about this person, sometimes you probably burst into tears when you think about this person. And believe you me, you need to know that they are definitely around you, and you are probably deeply introspective as well at the loss of this person in your life. Pile twos. Look, that's come out again with the Three of Swords. That's ultimate grief. But from what I'm being told here by this person up in spirit, they want you guys to, whoever have picked the star here, they want you to know that they are actually okay, and they are so happy that you're able to start seeing the light in your life, especially because you're getting into a place where you're moving away from any sort of mental conflict that you've had in your life. You may have had like such happiness with this person. They may have been a person that was like your family, or like I said, a lover, somebody that you loved very much in your life. But with this person passing away, it could have been 3 years ago, 3 months ago, it could have been 30 years ago. It makes no difference. This person who's passed away wants you to know that they were a person that deeply, deeply loved you and will always love you. But they also know that they've left some people down here on the earth that misses them deeply. Okay. You may be on a journey right now in your life where you're trying to move forward, and it's a slow process as well with the Knight of Pentacles. You may be in a position where sometimes you find it difficult to let go of resistance with the Hanged Man as well, because letting go of resistance can be something that is very difficult when you're still grieving within your heart. You may find that your heart space is getting to a place where it's starting to feel healed again. But you may find that there's some people around you as well that are going around and around in restorative cycles all of the time. This may be, I'd say, lightly frustrating for you guys. I wouldn't say that it's really frustrating. I'd say it's lightly frustrating with the labyrinth being under the deck here. But this is about your hard work, to get yourself away from a place where you've been feeling such grief within your heart. You've been very productive. You have a routine that's in place in your life that is really helpful for you moving forward. And you probably like a natural planner, a natural implementer, and you probably have a goal that you're envisioning and knowing that you're going to have to go through this journey to get to this end goal. You need to be meticulous in your approaches and make sure that everything is planned and executed down to the tiniest detail. So you might be a little bit of a micromanager, which I'm noticing the person up above is laughing about that. They find that particularly cute, that you've got this type of attitude about yourself and your life moving forward. You may find as well sometimes that life can be a little bit mundane or boring, because it's like a daily grind, repetitive schedules, household chores, other responsibilities and obligations. You may find that you've got to commit your time, to get through a project so it ends successfully. Okay, so make sure, like I said, that you are meticulous in what you need to do, because you will actually need to take a moderated and a conservative approach to life right now. And you might be finding that changes are actually imminent in your life moving forward. But this is the divine orchestration of this person that passed away, that you love very much and that loves you very much. Okay. So yeah, this person is trying to help you from feeling this element of anxiety, betrayal, finding that it's very difficult, thinking about the past a hell of a lot, what you used to have in the past. But as we can see here again, do you see the cloud and the hand? This is this person in spirit that is trying to offer you love from something on the earth. They're trying to send you love in your heart so you can stand up and be loved again. Stand up and be in a position in your life where you're feeling better about your life, rather than feeling this conflictive energy of, feeling like life is never going to go to a place where you want it to be. You might have had like a painful ending. You've got some deep wounds as well, and it's like a massive loss in your life as well. So this is ultimately helping you guys. This person up in the spiritual realm is helping you guys to come out of a lack mentality into an abundance mentality. So what you're needing to practice here is actually letting go and accepting your current circumstances, no longer needing to resist any changes, but allowing those changes to happen. Even if you're noticing that changes are happening in your life, because this is what I felt straight away, almost like every time something happy happens in your life, something in your heart starts to feel sad, because you ultimately wish you could share this news with the person that's passed on. Feeling like if you have got happiness in your life, or you're beginning to go into happiness in your life, almost like you've got to stop that happiness, because if you do, it means that you're moving on from all of this joy that you'd felt from this family member or this person who you loved very deeply in your life. So this person's trying to spur you on, to try to help you and to orchestrate you to feel stable again within yourself and be able to look at life and have an element of happiness and gratefulness for what you do have in your life now, as opposed to what you've lost. So they're trying to move you out of the past mentality into the future. And I think that's a really beautiful, courageous, honorable thing to do. for you guys, but they're working very hard with that. At the same time, with the Two of Swords, you may be sat on the fence when it comes down to something to do with a child here, or reconciliating with somebody in your life. It could also be about a mortgage here as well. So I don't know if you guys are thinking about this and you may feel a little bit like you don't know what to do here. I would go with your heart's decision, okay? Don't stop yourself from making these decisions in your life because you're in the past mentality and also in a fear-based approach as to what could come into your life, because the person that's looking out for you up above is definitely bringing you into more of an abundant place in your life. But like I said, you may feel like you're scared to make any steps moving forward, but you are going to have to make a decision. I'd say it's about getting more monetary gains as well. You will be in a place where you get a positive outcome. That's a fact. You will end up with more money in your pocket. So I would definitely look, see. So this, if I'm honest with you, it reminds me of something like, if I started thinking of an example of something, it's like remortgaging a house or something, but or a house being left to you as an inheritance, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I don't want to sell the house because then I'm all of the memories that have been created in that house are then gonna go away. You know, that type of mentality. That's what I feel. That's what I keep feeling. But it's like this person up in spirit is wanting you to know that it is actually okay for you to make these decisions, because ultimately it's going to deliver you to more stability. They're being a cheerleader to you guys. And there's literally quadruple five on my phone as I've just said that. So it's 5555. Look that up, because that can be when there's massive changes happening in your life. But with the Queen of Pentacles, look, Queen and King of Pentacles, right? This is like soulmate energy. Like I said, if this person was not a soulmate romantically, you can have soulmates in your life that was like a friend who was a soulmate, or a person that was a lover who was a soulmate, or a family member who was a soulmate, or a friend who you considered to be like a soulmate towards you. But yeah, they're trying to alleviate you from all of these burdens that you may feel when it comes down to where you're living. Okay, so I just want you to know that. Let's go into the wedding rings here. Yes, somebody's trying to manifest you to bring more stability into your life. Or this person's already in your life and they may be in a position where they're wanting to move in some way, shape, or form. You may be finding that you stood back and making these decisions at this moment in time. But in actual fact, it's like it's something that may be productive for you to be able to move forward in your life, because with the Magician being there, you've got all of the tools that you need to be able to have a fruitful life, but you may be denying yourself of that happiness. Yeah, with the Knight of Swords, you may find that somebody around, I'm being told by the person up above that somebody around may be trying to rush you a little bit. You may also feel like with the Five of Swords that there's an element of like narcissism there as well sometimes, or feeling like you're in a power struggle with this person, or you're in a power struggle with yourself. Okay, this is where it can be difficult as well sometimes for you to listen to the messages that you're getting from up above, because ultimately if you listen to the messages it can make you feel like this defeated approach when it comes down to life, because you may be having conflict and disagreements, and you also may feel like somebody's trying to win at all costs, when in actual fact it's not about that. It's about you getting into a mental space where you are ready to open up the new door of love, abundance, a soul connection, a happy union, a happy relationship. So, yeah, it's actually positive, this one for you guys, for twos. It's very positive. You're very loved, you're very cherished. You may find as well that there's something to do with homegrown foods, or you're thinking about doing that, or it's something that you need to be doing. I would also say as well, making some sort of like You know those cough syrups that you can make, but they're all of your own natural herbs from your own garden? This is something that I would say you need to do, because colds, flus, viruses, stuff like that. I'm being told to tell you guys that that's what you're being warned about moving forward in the coming weeks. Having like a seasonal flu, a seasonal cold, tummy upset problems. So I would definitely say also, if you are growing any herbs and you don't know what to do with them, preserving them as well. I would say that. Again, this person's trying to send love to you guys, trying to let you know they're looking at you from such a fond light, and they're never too far away from you to let you know how much of the world you are to them and what you mean to them and what you will always mean to them. Every time I tune into this person and they're speaking of their love of you, I feel very, very emotional. It's very strong, because this person holds you in such a high regard in their lives, like you are their prized like jewel that they got to experience in this life. Whether it's your grandfather or grandmother and you was like their favorite grandchild, or whether you this was a lover and you were their favorite person ever in the world, you just need to know you still are that to this person. Okay, so right, the Four of Swords, there may be somebody around, or right, this person who passed away may have found themselves to be in either some sort of hospice, hospital, or at their bedside. Okay, you may have found that you was trying to look after this person. They may have been in a bit of a place where you wondered if they knew that you was there when they passed away, or if you was making efforts to get to them when they passed away. They just want you to know that they don't want you to beat yourself up, that they could hear what you were saying to them. But their mind towards the end was taking them to fond memories of what they'd experienced in their childhood growing up, and and the fond memories that they'd made with you. That's where they were going in their mind. But they want you to surround yourself with people who lift and elevate your frequency, because you may be finding sometimes that some of the people around you make you feel slightly confused, especially since this person passed away. You may find that you're confused as to who you should be investing your time and energy into, whether that's friends that said that they were going to be there for you and they're not, or whether this is family that have segregated since this person passed away. You need to know that this is something that's made them feel slightly sad that that actually happened, because it used to be such a positive cycle that was happening in life before, whereas now it feels a little bit down sometimes. So they're wanting you to heal this subconscious energy within yourself and utilizing meditation to be able to elicit a new karmic wheel of happiness and abundance in your life. As I've said before, there may be like this element of feeling like you've been cut out from family, or friends in some way, shape, or form, and that might be something that's a little bit difficult for you to be able to grasp and get a handle on understanding why this has happened. But at the same time, the wheel of life is always turning. So just remember, I'm trying to encourage you guys to try to see things in a prosperous way moving forward. Try to look at the positivity that can come into your life. Try to look at the new cycles, the new things that are happening in your life, the new people to enjoy in your life. And just remember, this person will always be up here in the spiritual realm waiting for you when the time comes one day. But for now, they want you to enjoy what you have here in this life. Okay. You need to help other people as well that suffer with grief. You don't have to do it yet, because you need to get yourself out of this mindset first to be able to help other people. But I would definitely say that that's something that could be on the cards for you guys. Okay. But like I said, this person's up in the spiritual realm trying to give you something to smile about, something to feel happy about, something to feel inspired about. And you may sometimes find it difficult to see that. And at the same time, you may have had a few people that have passed away that you love and cherish massively. And this might be the reason why you feel a little bit sometimes like life hands you the short end of the stick rather than the long end sometimes, okay? You may also find that there's some sort of child around you. You may find that there's some sort of conflicts that happen with children around you in some way, shape, or form. And you may just want some of these conflicts to die down and to get better in the weeks moving ahead. I would definitely let sleeping dogs lie when it comes down to this, because there's some sort of competitive nature that's happening here, and you may feel torn between people when it comes down to this. I think that everybody is grieving in different ways, and at the same time, everybody's got their own personal battles, which is something that will be quite apparent to you, pile twos, moving forward. So yes, you may find that you're having to defend yourself or defend your family in some way, shape, or form moving forward. But keep away from people who are highly controlling in your life. That's what I would say this person is trying to let you know. Keep away from people that are trying to control you too much, because you don't need to be controlled. Oh, and this is lastly the Sun. So this is that person that's trying to bring in this beautiful positive energy into your life, trying to make you feel like this abundance away from the moon. Look, I don't know if you've ever had somebody who's passed on as well that said to you, I love you more than the moon and the stars, more than the sun and the moon, anything like that, any sort of connotations to that, because this person is trying to bring you out of the darkness and into the light. They're trying to bring you into a place in your life where you're feeling a lot more abundant. They're trying to bring fun into your life, positivity, warmth, success, vitality into your life. So if you're going through a difficult time, this person's bringing you a message that things will start to get better, a lot better. So through the challenges along your path, you will have discovered who you are and why you're here in the first place. And you will be in the energy by next year, definitely. You'll have like this energy and zest for the future. And you will be able to understand that all of this abundance flowing towards you is ultimately because of this loved one up in the spiritual realm that loves you so, so very much. So you will eventually be bursting with enthusiasm. You will be feeling good within yourself. You just need to hold that hope. And at the same time, whilst you're listening to this message, say thank you to your loved one above that is watching over you, because they are definitely spurring you on. It's like they are your biggest cheerleader, and you will have known that when they were alive. Right, okay. You guys need healing, okay? This came out for wands as well, if you were appealed to looking at wands. Some of these have fallen down as well, so this is something that will be coming in that you may not have apprehended was coming in. Playing with your heart. So I don't know whether somebody's pulling on your heartstrings, but you will know the answers to all of these. They seemed so nice, but there was a snake. So you might find that somebody's true colors ultimately come out towards you. And this may be a little bit of a bitter pill for you to be able to swallow, but ultimately you will know it's the truth. Ask yourself this as well. Am I stuck in the past? What do I fear about my future? And what am I running from? Answer these questions to yourself. You may find that some healing starts to progress from here on out. I keep thinking about you. Cutting people off left, right, and center as well. Let's see if there's also some star signs that are relevant for you guys. Star signs that are relevant. So we've got the moon, which is Cancer. Some star signs that are relevant for my pile. Oh, that was a bloody load of them. So we've got Jupiter, which is Sagittarius, and we are actually in Sagittarius season. Underneath the bottom of the deck, something special is coming, which I love to see because I just saw the sun card there, and with the sun card being there, it's ultimately about all of this abundance that's coming into your life. I'm just getting the cards as well that have fallen on the floor. We've got the water signs as well that are coming up, so Pisces, Scorpio and Cancer. We've also got Cancer here, haven't we? We've also got Venus, which is your Taurus and your Libras. Wow, strong on the Cancer again. Geminis, Taurus and Capricorns. Okay. So I hope that this reading's been helpful for you guys. I know that it was a very particular message, but it was needed to be said. So comment below if this is actually related with you guys, or if you know who I'm talking about here, because these people that are up in the spiritual realm don't let me rest until I've got the message out, what you need to be hearing. And like I said, it's very particular messages for particular people. So only specific people will understand what I was speaking about there. But I'm very grateful if you sat through the reading and you saw it for yourself, to be able to help spur you moving forward. And I'm sending you buckets of love from your loved one up above, because they have gone to astronomical lengths to get this message to you guys. So always hold gratitude in your heart for that, because it's very difficult for them to get through sometimes, especially in a world where there's so many readers that will say that they can hear these things and give you messages that are actually misconstrued in what you actually need to know. So I hope to see you guys next week. Thank you for all your comments, loves, likes and subscriptions, and I'll see you guys soon. Let's go into threes. Okay. So threes. We've got the lepidolite here. So this is for people with like spiritual gifts. I would definitely say as well, when it comes down to this stone, it was very helpful for me when I was going through my process of understanding my gifts and what I was being told. I also want to say, I don't know if you guys have had any sort of tummy problems. There's definitely something that's happening with my tummy at this moment in time, as I've just spoken that. And I felt I did have a bit of a tummy ache before, but it's just come on again when I picked up this heart for the threes cards. So let's see what is coming in for you guys. Also, I've been getting heat rushes, like a heat rush over my body. So I don't know if you guys have had that either. But if you're relating with this reading, or you'd like to say anything, all of your comments below are muchly appreciated. I really, really do appreciate it. And I love to see you guys here, which is helpful for me, spurring me on to do these readings moving forward as well. So let's see what's coming in for threes. So this is your weeks ahead, okay? I am presence, light body activation, accessing the divine within. Nature spirits, on your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. When I go through this is I'll tell you in a minute, actually. One sec. Share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. Angels of healing are with you. Do what you can with what you have where you are. The chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing and codependencies, and love affair, intense and unlikely, out of the blue. Okay. I'm going to get a feel for these messages before I start actually speaking to you here. Okay. Right. First of all, you guys, this is basically about a progression of coming out of a dark night of the soul, okay? You've probably been feeling a little bit like life has been pummeling you from left, right, and center. And it may have felt a little bit like you felt sometimes like your loved ones that have passed up above, where are they? Are they protecting you? If so, why are you going through these different types of things? And this may be why it's felt like a little bit of an uphill battle for you guys. With the light body activation, you need to know that, like, the more that you are present, the more you'll come into a place where you are actually able to appreciate what is going on around you in your life, because you may find it difficult sometimes to apprehend what's coming into your life when everything feels a little bit difficult, okay? This card is about you understanding that there's an aspect of divinity that lies within you and within all of us, and it offers us great wisdom in our life, okay? It's like an inner Buddha that's within us, or an inner Christ consciousness. It's like a part of your soul that's never been forgotten. So that comes from your solar plexus and your heart chakra. It's like what's written in your life before you were born. It's decisions that were always going to be made. It's just when you come out of the portal of your parent, you tend to forget what the life's path and purpose was, and you just come into alignment with it as you're going through life. Now, some people may see that as like a haphazard energy, but it's actually not. Like I said, it depends on your beliefs, but my belief is that everything is written before we come here, and then we ultimately go into the life that we have agreed that we were going to go into in the first place. So you are being offered all of this great wisdom in your life. You may find that your faith within yourself or those around you has been challenged, but you need to know as well that you need to reflect upon the fact that this infinity within you is actually there, okay? You're always aligned with love, and you will always be aligned with getting wisdom, okay? So just remember that you will be in a place in your life where you start to feel better, but you're also probably experiencing a great shift in your life, which is helping you to understand in ways that were like once impossible in your life. This is actually where you're going into in the weeks ahead, an exciting time, and you'll be connecting with the highest form of intelligence within yourself, and the body of light within you will be growing brighter and brighter and brighter, and you will be becoming more aware of how your actions and your choices affect the unfolding of your future. And the bright light that you're expressing itself is going to be unapologetic. Now, you may be finding that you have found it difficult to step into the light of who you are for fear of judgment from other people, but this uphill battle that you have felt is actually bringing you into this like energetic shift in your life, where you're going into way more positivity than you may have been able to have apprehend in the past before. I would definitely say, like, with you guys going through it at this moment in time, you may have also had to defend yourself massively when it comes down to other people. You've had to dig yourself out of the pits of despair in your mind. You may have found that you was spending more than you was accumulating, or you already are spending more than you're accumulating. But your self-care is something that's ultimately going to take you to a very high frequency, which is going to help you moving forward. I would definitely say as well that sometimes there's been some sort of one-sided charity here, where you found that you are at the receiving end of other people's like energies, making you feel a little bit shit within yourself. You may need to remember to give to yourself, because a little bit of self-care can go a long way, especially if you're a person that's been in giving mode for so long, okay? So consider buying yourself a little bit of a gift to show yourself the appreciation for everything that you've done. It also might suggest that while you're giving to others freely, you may find that other people are not giving back to you the way that you would give to them. So it feels like a one-way street, and you may feel as if the other people are taking advantage of you. Okay, so you may be in a place where you're declining giving your energy so much moving forward, because you may feel like people are taking advantage of your kind nature and taking the piss in some way, shape, or form, which is something that you're not going to be interested in moving forward, most definitely. Um, Especially if you do offer to help anybody moving forward, just make sure that when you're helping, there's an actual healthy exchange of energy. So it's like if you cook a meal for somebody, make sure they're cooking a meal for you the week after or something like that. If you're struggling yourself, you need to be careful that you don't overcommit yourself to other people in the weeks moving forward, especially people that seek your help. You might have a tendency to spend or give away more than you can afford. So, whilst it's a beautiful quality to be generous and to help other people, you need to remember that sometimes you can be generous to people and they'll happily take, but they don't actually know they're going to be able to give it you back. So, you need to be thinking about that. You need to be careful that you're not trying to prove to others that you're generous just because you can give to the poor or to the needy. Aim to give selflessly. Um, Aim to give from a place of feeling like you are appreciated. If you feel like you are not being appreciated for what you are doing, then pull that energy back. Don't give away so easily. Okay. You might, if this is to do with a relationship as well, especially when it's coming down to the chasing and the codependencies, it does actually relate with both of these cards here for you guys. See, it might suggest that there's a partner doing a lot of taking but not actually giving, and this is creating an inequality in the relationship, and you may need to be careful that your generous spirit is not taken advantage of, and that you're not always the one making compromises for your partner's benefit, especially if they're not making the compromises back for you. Also, if you're a parent that is like over giving to other people, especially with the Empress card being there, the Empress is like the giver of all givers. She loves to help people. She sits on the planet of Venus, which is the planet of love. You may be finding that you are considering walking away with great sadness from somebody that is like not emotionally investing into you the way that you may have liked, and this may be something that is making you ultimately feel a little bit sad within. Like I said, you are being elevated massively. You're going into a time of abundance in your life, but you have to stop procrastinating on trying to think the best of people when they're not showing you what you believe you're seeing. It's about being logical and truthful with yourself as to what you're actually seeing happening around you when it comes down to your relationships or family situations. Yeah, the Two of Cups. Okay, so this may be a soulmate relationship. It may be something where you are in the planning phase of being able to expand your lives moving forward, and you may be finding that you're doing all of the work whilst your partner is not so much so, which is unequal, like I said. So if you wanting to stay with this person and you wanting to go into an abundant place with this person, then you need to remember that they need to be giving to you just as much as you are to them. And if you're feeling unappreciated, you might want to be having second thoughts when it comes down to this relationship moving forward, or this family situation moving forward in your life. Okay, you may be finding that you're wanting to spend a lot of time alone here with nature spirits. You may find that you're in this position where you're feeling like no matter what you do, you're being critiqued by people in some way, shape, or form, but they're not doing anything to help. So that's one of my pet hates. If you're not actually helping me, don't come over here and tell me how to do it. It pisses me off, to be honest with you. Okay. So you might have overlooked details in the daily grind There are small things in your life that you're scared, but you've not been given like the proper space to be able to actually think about things. It could be a family member or a project in your home. It could even be within yourself. But when was the last time you actually felt genuine joy? When was the last time you had a proper belly laugh or felt truly loved and truly supported? Ask yourself these things because this will be helpful. You're being asked to be mindful of the little things in your life, because these little things that are in your life at this moment in time are for you, and at the same time desperate for your attention, which may be yourself. You may find that you're putting yourself last to give to other people. That's what I'm strongly getting here, threes. Okay? Which may be a hard pill to swallow, if I'm honest with you. But just remember, you are like a person that's highly recognized and honored. You're a person that's got a lot to be able to give, and you do provide such a wealthy family environment for those around you, and you're being watched over by an ancestor up above as well for what you are providing your family, the people you live with. You provide them with an element of stability, but like I said, if you're providing them with this stability, what are they doing to show you their appreciation of you? Because if they're not showing you anything, I definitely think that you're going to be starting to reevaluate what you want when it comes down to relationships, or what you want when it comes down to your family expecting you to pull through all of the time when they're not doing anything to help the situation either. You may find that you're getting a little bit of cabin fever, threes. You may find that you've got somebody around you that has like this energy of trying to be quite controlling. You may find that you are quite controlling when it comes down to your money and stuff like that. Which is not a bad thing to be controlling when it comes down to the expenditure of your money. But with the King of Wands, it's like it's not a very good idea to follow the lead of the King of Wands energy. There's a reason I say this, because when it comes up reversed, especially with the king as well, it's about poor management. So it's somebody that may think that they're able to manage you, but they give poor leadership. They've got aggressive goals, and they've also got high expectations, which is sometimes hard to surmount. So this might be something where you might find it difficult to use your voice and say, actually, I'm finding this a little bit too much, too overbearing. I want to come out of the cave of the house and being in all of the time and giving and working, and I want to bring some sort of happiness and some sort of joy into my life. I'm finding that my voice is getting smaller whilst your voice is getting louder, and it's not equal, it's not balanced, I would definitely say. So this might be the reason why you're in a place where you are needing to share what you're feeling and not feel like you're going to be persecuted for any of the opinions and the thoughts that you bring forward, because you will be listened to. And if you're not going to be listened to, you will go into these waters. As you can see, this person is going into waters. You'll go into the waters of a new life, and you will not ever fail, because you have like all of these deities around you and all of this spiritual protection around you, all this divinity around you. You are coming from a place of purity when it comes down to helping other people. So anything you put your mind to will always be abundant for you. So, whatever destination and goal that you actually have, rather than listening to this person or putting all of these stringent goals on yourself, you will still get to that destination. So, mix a little bit of fun, mix a little bit of spontaneity into your life, and you'll probably start to find that you can see that life is about more than just trying to get towards some of these goals that are being placed upon you, or goals that you are feeling like you need to achieve. Be more gentle on yourself And if it's not you and it's somebody around you that's not as gentle on you, you might want to evaluate whether this person is deserving of being around you when they're clearly seeing things in a one way street. They're taking and not giving. And I don't like that. That's not balanced. And I'm not placing my personal opinions here, but yeah, I definitely I feel like I can feel the element of it not being balanced, and I don't like it. It's difficult, okay? So just remember, you've got Raphael around you, okay? So Raphael is an angel that helps to heal all things to do with family. Again, look, saving money. So you guys might be saving, but at the same time, there's other things that come to life, because when you die, you're not going to be able to take your money with you, but you are going to be able to take your memories with you that you've managed to be able to create. So just try to remember that. I know it sounded quite morbid, but sometimes I need to come in with a little bit of realism because it will help you guys to be able to move forward. Okay. So you need to open yourself up to healing. Okay. You may find that like emeralds, any sort of green colors is really um helping you on your path, helping to steer you forward as well. You need to understand that healing is something that will be very helpful for you guys, and spending that time to heal your heart chakra, but at the same time also bringing in your sword of truth. You can be truthful to people about how they're making you feel, and you can do it with an element of love that will bring a certain amount of healing into your life and the person who, if you're choosing to still be with this person, um if you choose to, then this will bring astronomical healing between you both. But yeah, you may find that this relationship or situation or family situation is making you want to run away from it, just because of feeling that inequality, this lack of give and take. Magic here, okay? So there may be some sort of magic that is happening here. Either way, there's a manifestation of healing that is coming through. Also, if you've got any sort of manifestations that you want to bring into your life, they're going to come into your life most definitely, especially with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. These are both very, very positive cards about what's coming into your life, okay? Because with the Ace of Wands, it's ultimately inspiration, new opportunities that'll be coming into your life, growth and potentials that'll be coming into your life. So that's active. It's things that are in the tangible, things that are in the universe right now for you to be able to enjoy. It's not just spiritual abundance. That's actually abundance that you can touch and feel and enjoy in your life. When it comes down to the Ace of Pentacles, that's a brand new financial career opportunity or a manifestation. It's also abundance coming into your life as well. So the second that you've allowed this healing to come in, you're probably going to find in the new year that there's all this abundance and help that comes into your life. But like I said, you might want to reconvene, think about this person that's taking a lot and not giving much in return. Because if you're finding that this person is still along when this is happening here, it may not feel as abundant as you might like to think, because this person is almost like you know, when you're trying to elevate and it's almost like having wings and you're trying to fly, but you've got something on your coattails dragging you down a little bit. That's what this person feels a little bit like. And they may be a great person, but at the same time, they're stuck wallowing in something here. And until they stop wallowing, this is not going to work out the way that you might like it to, if they don't think about some of the ways that they are choosing to handle things. Okay. Also, don't be too hard on yourself in the weeks coming forward. Do what you can with what you've got and where you are right now. So don't have too many high expectations of what you should be doing. You know, like just pretend you're thinking that you want to buy these big extravagant gifts for people for Christmas, but in actual fact, your bank balance is not reflective of that at this moment in time. Don't judge yourself for that. Next year, you'll be able to buy these people these things in abundance, but don't be too hard on yourself. Everybody will be grateful for what you do get them if you do choose to get people stuff. And if you're not able to buy much for the people that you'll, and it's 1818 as I say this as well, so look that time up. But if you do find that you don't have that much abundance around you this year, don't feel too upset about that, and try to make the best of what you actually have, because you will have more by the following year. Okay, look, see, all of this beautiful positive energy, this optimism, and all of these bright opportunities will be coming into your life as of next year. But regardless of what you've got to be able to offer around Christmas, it will be one of the most positive times of your year, this year, right? So keep looking at things in an abundant way, because things will start to get better for you guys, most definitely. Right. So somebody's fearfulness of being abandoned. Somebody may be in and out of your life or feeling like they are doing this often as well. With the Knight of Wands, just remember, you're the chief manifester here of your life. You don't have to tolerate nobody that's in and out of your life. And you don't have to tolerate anybody that likes to take a lot and not give a lot back. You don't have to try to make somebody feel stable that doesn't feel stable within themselves. But more importantly, remember your value and what you bring to the table, because you may find that this person, if you do start to speak and express yourself, this person may not take it too well, what you're actually expressing. But if they don't take it well, that means they are not a good person, because they're probably trying to control how you express yourself and how you would like the relationship, or the work relationship, to be moving forward. If this person gets slightly angry or shows you any moodiness, that means that they've got some sort of tendencies that may not be conducive to your growth and more towards your demise. So try to make sure that you are keeping your eyes out for any responses after you've finally opened your mouth about everything that you've gone through and not felt that an element of support back. Okay, yeah, so basically, once you've expressed yourself to whoever this is, because these are very specific messages this week, once you've expressed yourself to this person, you'll probably find that more spontaneity comes into your life. An element as well, at least by the new year, of not dragging the past along and stepping into a future of abundance together or with each other. But with the Seven of Wands, away from people that have this defensive energy about them, because if they have a defensive energy, something's wrong. If there's anybody in your family that are quite defensive, something's wrong with the way that they are choosing to handle you and the situation. So make sure that you are not in a position where you're needing to defend yourself against anybody, because it's different horses for different courses. I think that's the saying. Just remember, you're unique and wonderful in your own way. And if other people are conflictive towards you because of that, just remember, you don't have to divulge into trying to make these people understand. As long as you understand yourself, it doesn't matter what other people understand about you. Make sure that you're understanding yourself and you're looking at all the positivity coming into your life. The Three of Cups, yep, there are friends around you as well that are seeing that you're going through burdens, that things may be going on in your life, but you are going into more of an abundant cycle in your life, away from feeling disbalanced and like things are not going right, into recognition and understanding that sometimes you may have to walk away from things that made you happy in the past but no longer make you happy anymore. Even if that means having to go off on your own, you will be willing to do that, especially if somebody's not bringing positivity into your life. What else is there lastly? Oh, so yep, you need to know spiritually that you have this coating of protection around you. So if something's not serving your life, whether you like it or not, spirit will take it out of your life. So if you do find that there's some friends or a lover or someone in the family that you're finding is taking and not giving back when it comes down to you, then you need to know that the universe has got this armor of protection around you. And if they don't see fit that this person is around you, then they will take this person out of your life, especially with the death card being there. It's not anything that you could even predict, to tell you the truth. It's more something where the universe sees it fit because they can foresee what's coming if this person doesn't grow within themselves. So I would definitely say that there's someone around you that needs to grow massively, or they're going to lose you. And it don't matter who they are, no matter what it is, you bring an element of growth to people. And when people don't take the opportunity and then at the same time show you that appreciation back, it's going to be very difficult for you to be able to see where this person is showing appreciation for what you have brought to the table. So threes, what else is coming into their weeks? What else is coming into threes weeks ahead for threes? All right, we'll take all these. I wish I had your balls. So somebody's going to be looking at your courage and finding it very inspirational moving forward. They don't know you like I know you. So there's someone around you that may feel like this, who is from your past in some way, shape, or form. And they may feel like they have a deeper truth about you, a deeper understanding of you. But yeah, don't let that deter you in your life, especially if you're happy with your person and all you need to do is have a talk with your person. Don't let this person be sat in the background, because that's the thing. Sometimes exes are there because they're meant to be exes, they're not meant to be in your future. Don't get me wrong, some exes may be in a position where the universe wants them to be in your life because they are good for you, but it's very few and far between when that happens. Time to start saying what's on your mind, which I've picked up here with regards to coming out of your cave, persecution, and expression. So open your mouth. If anybody comes out of your life because you've opened your mouth and spoken your truth, and they don't know how to handle that, they're not meant to be around you, because that means you're not allowed to be authentic. Okay? Not your circus, not your monkeys. So just remember, if you're not bringing no problems into your life and this person is bringing in a lot of problems, just remember, sometimes it's not your shit, it's theirs, and they need to deal with it, not you. Meaning within themselves or with whatever environment is happening, there needs to be a segregation of that so you can enjoy more happiness rather than thinking about the shit that they go through or have been going through before you. Okay? Pregnancy or news of a pregnancy that might be coming through for you guys moving forward as well, which is a beautiful thing. And congratulations if you're already pregnant. Face your fears and liberate yourself. So there's a lot of things where you're going to be faced with, but if you face it with an element of pride within yourself and knowing who you are, you will not feel as scared as you might like to think that you will feel. Okay? Things were so much easier when you was in my life. So yes, somebody is definitely around, especially with they don't know you like I know you. Somebody's around wanting to come into yours or your life or your person's life. And this is another thing where I'd say, like, be careful of other people trying to look with the Page of Pentacles as well. Be careful of other people doing some sort of magic to try to spur you away from the person that you're with because of their intentions, to try to see if they can get their way. But like I said, you will know if you're with the right person because you should be able to express yourself. And if you feel like you can't express yourself, you're with the wrong person, especially if they match your energy back with some sort of aggression, but they know in their hearts what you're saying is the truth. Just know that, okay? Let's see what star signs are going to be helpful for my threes. What star signs am I talking about here that may be helpful for them to know who and what I'm speaking about? We've got Taurus here, okay? So that might be a star sign, what I'm speaking, what is pivotal for you to understand that's who I'm talking about. Or are you a Pisces? I'm Taurus. We've got Venus as well, which comes under Libra and Taurus again. So we've got Taurus energy strong. And I did just say Pisces, so I don't know if there's a Pisces energy going on here, but that came out pretty strongly because it just flew out of my mouth. Right, okay. Any other star signs? We have got Neptune. Wow, that's weird. I just said Pisces, then Neptune came out, and Neptune is, yeah, wow, rolled with Pisces. That's crazy. What other star signs is relevant for threes? What other star sign? Oh, that just fell on the floor and that came out of my hand. There is Aries as well. And we also have Gemini too. On the bottom of the deck, we have also got Leo that's showing up under the sun. So those star signs might be helpful for you to know who I'm talking about here in this reading. But for now, thank you all for being here. Please comment below how these readings have related with you. Know that I'm appreciative of all of your comments and your love. I'm very appreciative. I hope that this has been helpful for you. Please make sure that you subscribe and like, and I will probably see you either in a few days or next week with what is coming into your weeks ahead again. Thank you for being here again. Take care, and I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.